Hey everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host Eddie, and this is TalkDaily. And today we're going to be talking about a subject that has been on the news. And if you're not aware of this, again, it's happening in United States of America, and this is regarding Hertz, saying they would release record on rental car theft that weren't theft. All right, before I go any further, first I would love to give credit to the article. This article comes to us from Car and Driver and written by Sebastian Blanco. And man, if you rented a car from Hertz and you get pulled over by the police saying that it was a stolen vehicle, in your possession of a stolen vehicle, is not a pleasant experience. So I'll give you the headlines. It's saying that over the past few years, some people who rented car from Hertz, including myself, found themselves arrested when the company told police that they had stolen the car, even though they claimed they were legitimate rentals and returned the vehicle on time. Wow. So this is a big deal. It seems that now these cases were mostly mistakes created by Hertz computer system, which it couldn't physically locate a car, or maybe even if someone payment didn't go through. Thanks to part of CBS News investigation, Delaware bankruptcy court judge ruled this week that Hertz will have to make thousands of pages of document in the case public. Ooh. I could smell lawsuits, but good job on CBS News. I have a link also for CBS News for this article. Well done. But man, can you imagine getting you rented a car from Hertz and then all of a sudden you get arrested when the company told police they had stolen the car, even though they claimed they were legitimate rentals? That's rough. You go out and rent a car, you go on your merry way, and then before you know it, you're getting pulled over, and not just pulled over, you're getting arrested, you're getting booked, you're getting a mugshot. If you don't know what that process is, I haven't experienced this. I hope you never experience it. But the bottom line is this: your picture will remain forever in that mugshot. It's almost impossible to get that picture out. So there'll be a record of you getting arrested, even though it was a false arrest. That suck. That suck. So reading from the article saying that this bit of news under "We'll learn more soon." The Delaware bankruptcy court judge ruled this week that Hertz will have to back up publicly its claim that as many thousands of people rented its car and stole them. The judge was ruling in a case brought by 230 customers who said they were wrongfully arrested after Hertz told police they had stolen the vehicle, even though they claimed they correctly returned them. Attorney in the case said that 230 people involved in these represent a large group of about 8,000 people whom Hertz accused of stealing its cars. Hertz herself pegs the numbers of theft each year somewhere in the middle. Ooh, it's sad when companies do that. They're trying to make things don't look as bad as they are. I mean, if the computer system error, just it's the computer system error, man. I don't know. Let's see what happened. One of the more of 25 million rental transaction by Hertz in the United States per year, 0.014% fall into the rare situation where vehicles are reported to the authorities after exhaustive attempt to reach the customer, Hertz said in a statement provided CBS News, which did the math to translate that an average 3,500 customers stealing Hertz vehicle each year. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at it because that number should be zero. What is this? I mean, that number should be zero. The vast majority of these cases involve rental who were many weeks or even months overdue renting vehicles and who stopped communicating with us well beyond the scheduled due date. Then yeah, that is fine. That cannot be part of that 0.01% fail. Look, I'm neutral here, but seriously, like, what is this? Like, oh, that'd be some percentage error. What percentage error? If you're not returning the car, then yeah, you stole it. Okay, that I have no sympathy for you. Okay, if you rented that vehicle for a couple of weeks and month overdue and you didn't return it, then yeah, it's stolen. That should not be part of the argument. But they're saying 0.014% fall into the rare situation where vehicles are reported to the authorities after exhaustive attempt to reach the customer. I mean, at this point, then we don't have a story. I mean, according to this statement, there is no story. They're saying, look, we try to get look, man, you rent your tool to somebody, and then you're trying to get a hold of them, and these people just don't come back with your tool. Okay, it's stolen, it's gone. So, but for the judge to say, I need you to release the record, that's I good for the judge. I think that's the thing to do. Look, let us see what are you talking about here, okay? because it's saying the judge were looking at a case saying a bunch of people saying we were wrongfully arrested. Again, it's so hard to find the truth nowadays. You think it's black and white. Did you take the car and not return it? We don't know. Anyway, so we don't know what's going on here. The vast majority of these cases involve rental who were many weeks or even months overdue. Psh. Everyone seems to agree that there aren't actually thousands of people stealing Hertz rental car each year. The problem are more bureaucratic, such as one Hertz doesn't know where a particular car physically is, and so thinks it's missing. These kind of problems can pop up if rentals switch car during a rental, or if they extend their rental period. The post said that even problems with their credit or debit card can generate a theft report in Hertz system, which then are sent over to local law enforcement. Again, it sounds like an IT issue. More than anything else, it just sounds like an IT issue. They need to update their system. That's all it sounds like. We're having a police act as a strong arm of private corporation and private vehicle when this is not what taxpayer dollars are supposed to be used for. Francis Alexander Malfunny, one of the lawyers presenting Blanton for. I know, okay. I understand. He's a lawyer, he's taking a side, each one taking sides, and to me, it just sounds like an IT issue. It sucks. I mean, if you rent a car and you extend it, it happen. You go on your holiday, you extend your period, and all of a sudden you're getting pulled over because you stole the car. It's unfortunate, but I think hopefully this situation will make other companies stand up and pay attention and update their system and have more fluid connection. Not basically have good communication with their customer, have good communication also with law enforcement if that system needs to go to that direction for them to claim their vehicle. It says, so soon the public was set to see some of these report and other data. Hertz, which emerged from 2020 bankruptcy filing last year, had provided the information to the court under seal. The judge ruled this week that this information will now be released, in part because CBS News filed an objection on keeping this information from the public. Good job for CBS. Good job. CBS reported that within these reports lied the number of theft reported that the company admits were mistakes. Okay, so that's again to me that's fine. Let us see what the truth is. I hate it when the media and then whatever people just taking sides immediately. I think calm down, step away, because it seems like it literally someone in the IT department, someone writing the code made an error writing that code. There is some error somewhere, and it's that's all it is. Unfortunately, that error that is in their Hertz system, and we're using the word system in the most basic way, okay, to describe a whole software they use, probably proprietary to Hertz. God knows what the base of that software. If you work for Hertz, please don't be shy and chime in and let me know what you let the audience know what you think. But I'm pretty. I would stand by this statement. It sounds like an issue with some software, some coding, and because the fact is saying that 0.014% fall into a situation where vehicle reported to authority that's exhaustive attempts. I mean, that sounds normal, right? You rent a car and you're trying to get hold of the person and they don't get hold of you. But the other side is saying, no, that wasn't the case. It's simply I extended my period of rental and it didn't go through your system, and all of a sudden now I have getting pulled over. Yeah, I can see the problem with that. So I hope Hertz get they fix that problem, because even if it pops up at 0.014%, it's a big company. A lot of people rent car from them. So even a small mistake would lead to a dire consequences. And of course, I don't like the fact they're sealing data and they're hiding data. Don't be like that. Don't just be honest. People like to see transparency. We all make mistakes, and if you just put your information out there, I understand they're worried. Maybe that data will be. Hertz doesn't want to put the data out there because it might infringe on their bigger numbers, right? Which should be their growth, or because they're worried because they filed for bankruptcy, right? So they're kind of being conservatives. They don't want to share data maybe with their competitors, etc. You kind of, when you're a large company, you want to keep your cards closer to your chest. You don't want to show some information. So maybe they're doing that. So again, I give them a benefit of the doubt. I give everybody a benefit of the doubt. But if you're one of those unlucky people who got pulled over, what a traumatic experience. I feel bad for you, and you definitely have a reason to file a complaint. And it sounds sad that the CBS had to step in. It wasn't something that you were able to do on your own. It sounds like good job for CBS for stepping up and representing the voice for the people who weren't able to or weren't successfully able to bring light to this situation. So in that regard, I'm behind CBS, and good job for representing the people who were wrongfully subjected to this unpleasant experience, and getting arrested. So I hope the situation, I hope closure comes to them, and I hope Hertz fix the situation, because it's sad to see people going through this unpleasant experience of getting arrested, and you're renting a car and you're obeying the law. As always, let me know what you think. If you experience something like that, let us know in the comments below. And if this is news to you, well, stuff like that apparently happens. Anyways, as always, thank you for watching. I'm Eddie. I hope you have a great rest of your day. If you like this content, why not subscribe? It really helps a lot. And as always, take care, and I'll see you next time. Stay safe out there. Bye.